Introducing Project ReAcquire. The health of children in Ghana has been rapidly improving in recent years. However, the current prevalence rates of malnutrition remain above internationally acceptable levels. This concerningly puts them at risk of poor brain development, weak learning, low immunity, increased infections, and, in many cases, death. Something must be done to help this issue immediately. Agriculture is the backbone of Ghanaian culture and employment across the whole of the country, with approximately 52% of people having a job in an agricultural setting. Now, you may be thinking, how on earth does this link to our first and primary issue? Many of the farms in Ghana are privately owned, meaning that the owners underpay their workers to maximize their personal profits. This leads to the workers and their families not being paid enough money to buy food. Our plan is to set up government-run farms. This would in turn increase the amount of food in Ghana and also give more opportunities for jobs. The farms will be managed by the government and worked by the locals, which will ensure that the wages will not be too low so that the farmers can supply their families with enough food to keep them healthy and strong. The majority of the crops grown will be exported to foreign countries, and any profits which are made from this will go towards the health sector, education, so that students can branch out into other sectors as an alternative plan, or will be reinvested into growing the farms. The transition time from the private owners to the government would be spread over 1 year to allow for legal settlements that may be quite strenuous and difficult. Previous owners will be offered produce at a reduced rate so that they feel like they are not being reserved by the new owners. Another aspect of this agricultural boost is that it would help the planet by growing more greenery and helping to slow the process of global warming. If new farms were going to be built, they could include the possibility of making them more climate friendly than the original farm mechanisms that are being used all over the region. Although weather patterns may make it hard to grow food in the current conditions, there are crops that will flourish in this climate. These include cocoa, rice, nuts. Cocoa is known to be Ghana's biggest export and brings a wide economical gain to the industry. Oil palm, rubber, and citrus constitute some of the major cash crops. Others include maize, cassava, plantain, yam, sorghum, and millet. Maize also contains large amounts of protein, which would massively help with the Ghanaians' nutrition and day-to-day diets, particularly if the farmers would be able to take some crops home to their families. Ghana is in the perfect location to become a major exporter to the rest of the world. This agricultural initiative would give the industry a massive boost and step up into the export sector. Once this project grows and succeeds, the workforce can start looking towards other ventures, making Ghana an even bigger export hub. As Ghana is well known for its farming and agriculture, the citizens have a vast area of knowledge when it comes to farming. This is something that they can spread and teach to neighbouring countries. Some new sustainable techniques that can be introduced into the industry and others are irrigation systems, soil and water sensors, satellite imagery, and RFID technology. Although the citizens of the Mion district are for the most part happy with the government at present, with the government being the strongest it's ever been and actually one of the most politically and economically stable countries in sub-Saharan Africa. However, it used to at times be known as immensely corrupt, as our response to the worry that if the farms are all in the hand of one person or group, and if the owners decide to reverse their propositions, for example, not giving fair pay, then that would once again be catastrophic to the industry. We have concluded that there should be a backup plan, and if the government is making too many wrong decisions on wrong turns of this project, the ownership will be automatically handed over to the UN. As well as all the benefits already stated, Here are some others. There would be more money given to the workers, as well as available food in the farms that the workers would be allowed to take home to supply their families, resulting in fewer cases of malnourishment and allowing the fragile healthcare system to focus on other issues, including the COVID-19 pandemic. As parents are now earning a stable salary to support their families, the teenagers can stay in school and continue studying until they graduate, resulting in other job opportunities. We believe that our proposed solution can change the country and save lives for the good.